Hello and welcome back to Cynthia's Conversation. Today's topic is a viewer request. It's from a lady from Facebook who said she's 6 months pregnant at the moment with her fiance who she find out that he's been cheating. So but first let me introduce my panel. On my right, I have my beautiful friends. Welcome back, ladies. It's been a long time, isn't it? On my left, I have my friends, Yvonne. Welcome back, ladies.
Hi.
Okay, this is what a viewer request. She said on the email she sent, she said she's been in a relationship with this guy for a while. They've engaged to get married. They were supposed to get married before the first lockdown. So they postponed the wedding up to, it's coming towards the end of the year now for the wedding. She didn't specify when. And then she's pregnant. She's 6 months pregnant, but she find out the guy is cheating. So at the moment, she said they're not living together, but she's staying. Whether she doesn't know whether to go on with the wedding for the sake of the child that she's carrying.
Okay.
So who wanna go first? Amaka.
Don't let me start laughing again.
It's not funny.
It's not. I don't think anyone should stay in a relationship, whether being married or not, because of the child. I don't think it's right. You should get married because you want to. Don't use the child as an excuse to stay married, because you'll never be happy. You won't be happy. He's still going to cheat on you anyway. So I don't think she should stay. But
For you to be having doubts and asking this question, you probably know the answer before even awaiting the answer. I mean, you've not even gone in and you're already having these issues. There are a lot of people having children on their own, raising them on their own. There's probably other issues as well. It might not even just be the cheating. The question you need to ask yourself is, are you willing to forgive him this and then still have the baby and move on? If you're not, then the answer, you already know the answer. It makes no sense. You know.
Have you to finish?
I have finished.
Okay. Sis.
sorry.
I don't know why people are laughing. Sis, the fact that you find out now that it's cheating doesn't mean you've only just started cheating now. Okay? So the cheating has been going on while you were fiancé for some reason. Okay, we've been on lockdown now for 7 months and you are 6 months pregnant. So basically you felt pregnant in the midst of this lockdown. And maybe the reason why the baby is even in the picture is the fact that there was a lockdown. So he couldn't go out and do and then he was doing it inside the house. And that is the reason why you are here now contemplating whether to get married. The thing is, I don't think any one of us here can make this decision for you. The question that you need to ask yourself is this. I've always said, if you have no reason to stay, that in itself is enough for you to work. But make no mistake that because you are carrying his child, that the marriage is going to be successful. Trust me. If the marriage wasn't successful now with the lies and the deception and the cheating, it is only going to get worse. Children don't bring people together. In fact, it puts a strain in it, because at that time, you're going to go through the emotions of being pregnant, all the hormones and everything that comes with it. And then when the child is born, your freedom becomes very limited. And all these things that you are trying to sweep under the carpet to have this perfect wedding, he will come crash it down. And then you will fall to the bottom of the bottom, that it will take, you know, hard works and miracle for you to get up from that place. And I can tell you that from experience. So don't sit there and start doubting, oh, maybe if I have this child, it will change. Think again.
Actually, when you have the child, you're even creating more space for him to go away and do what he needs to do. Because you will now be, so to speak, lumped with the child, then he has more time to go out and do what he wants to do. You won't even have the energy and the time to investigate as you're doing now, because at least now you can move around. You know, you can walk around and ask questions. When the child is there and you're having sleepless night, you don't even have time to even comb your hair or even get out of the house. Where are you going to ask? I mean, whatever he tells you is what you're going to swallow. You know, so if you're already having doubts and you've got your concrete evidence, You can bring up that child on your own. It's going to be hard, but it's possible. Other people are doing it as well. And your mind, that does, you know, when they say instinct, that instinct is already kicking you.
The lie, she's not ready to go. If you're really ready to go, you wouldn't be asking that question.
Why do you say that?
I'm just blaming the She's not, seriously. I mean,
no, it's not that. You always say that when it comes to a relationship, you always say the person is not ready to go. Why?
No, because she's using the child as an excuse to want to stay. That's the thing. If you really want to go, whether the child or whether it's the child, you will still want to go. So you're trying to tell me if she wasn't pregnant now, she would have accepted the cheating? From what she's saying, should I stay because should I still get married? So okay, so if you are not married, okay, I'll throw the question. If you are not pregnant and you found out that he was cheating, would you be having second thoughts? Would you say, okay, well, I don't have a baby for me, let me stay? Or would you say, I'll still go? Do you understand what I'm saying? Would the story be different?
Yeah.
Would the story be different? Because, you know, if you really want to go, whether you're pregnant or whether you're not pregnant, it shouldn't be a reason for either to stay or do you understand what I'm saying? Because if she wasn't pregnant, would she be asking, should she stay?
I think that's actually why she's asking the question, because she's pregnant. I think I think if she wasn't pregnant, this wouldn't be a deal breaker. I think the reason why she's asking the question is because she probably wants to go, but there's a child. I think her question centers around that child.
Pregnancy, absolutely.
That's the way I see the
I don't think anyone should ever use a child as a reason to want to stay in any relationship.
I think her question, she already knows what to do, but then there's suddenly this thing, this pregnancy, a human being.
I don't know if she doesn't know, she knows what to do. It's not that she doesn't know what to do. She's not ready within herself.
I don't think that's true.
Because I'm talking, listen, a lot of people say, I didn't leave this marriage because of the children.
No,
I'm saying, you know, a lot of times you know deep down within yourself what you want to do.
It's the same thing we say when somebody tell you how you feel or how you look. Some people can handle it, some people can't handle it. Some people truly can't see the way out in this. Hang on a minute. If I'm in a situation like her, okay, now that I'm older, that I'm wiser, I will probably say, you know what, I'm gonna walk and just do it all by myself, and then we can co-parent this child, okay? But that's me. But some other person will come with what, you know, we've already made an arrangement. His family is saying this, my family are saying that, the pressure is rising. So it's not just that she doesn't want to, but there are other elements around it.
No, I'm not saying she should either stay or go. If you want to, some people can stay.
What I'm saying, because you say that she's not ready to go. It's easy for us to sit here and say, I will pack it up. You get what I mean? The reason why I can make that decision, because number one, none of my family members will interfere in my relationship in whatsoever. They've never done and they will never will. You get what I mean? So for that, I can make the decision on myself, and the consequence of my decision, I will have to live with that. But some people, when they have...
I'm not saying, but you got me wrong. I'm not saying she should stay or she should go.
No,
some people, no, listen.
I'm answering, you said she's not ready.
She knows what she wants to do. Some people want to stay. Some people will stay. Because I don't... Whether you're 50, 60, 20... Some people would want to stay and work through the relationship because they've made up their mind they want to stay. Some people will not stay whether there's a child or not. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying she should stay and I'm not saying she should go. But deep down inside, you know what you want to do. You should do what you know what is right for you. Whether you want to stay, don't use the child as an excuse to either stay or to go. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you want to stay because you want to work through the relationship for yourself. If you want to go, you don't want to be in that kind of... Do you understand? That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not saying it's got enough. You will probably stay. You will probably go. I will probably go. Do you understand? So it depends. Don't use the child as an excuse to make your decision whether to stay or to go. I'm not saying she should go.
If the child wasn't there, she wouldn't even be having these thoughts. You know what I mean?
No, some people will still stay with whether they have a child without the child, some people will go. That's what I'm saying. She's not saying she's going. That's what, she's not. She's actually not saying. I'm not saying she should stay or she should go. But you know yourself what you can handle within yourself. If you think really and truly you can deal with it, and like as Ebella said, overlook it and move on, then you should go ahead and stay if it's going to make you happy. But if you think deep down within yourself that, man, I don't know if I can deal with it, I can deal with the betrayal, then don't.
I think we probably need more like information as to what's the situation. Like, I know they're engaged, but I don't know like more situation in terms of how far they've come, probably to help. You know, at the end of the day, it's difficult in the sense that I mean, she's given this question, like for me, I understood the question based on the fact that it's surrounding the child, and the answer is no. You know, I did say when I started this whole thing that there might be other things as well apart from just the child. But if it's just the child as a human being, you find that it's complicated. The answer is no. You don't need a man to raise a child. Like, you can look around the society now, you can see that people do that. It's going to be hard, but that's what it is. If the situation was different, like she didn't have a child, then the question, she probably wouldn't have put up the question, or she probably would have asked the same question again, but then there will be no child in the picture. So at the end of the day, you know, if the guy has started cheating on you with or without the child, something that he's used to doing, it's not going to change. It's just going to be the same thing. So, you know, don't use the child as your fallback.
That's exactly what that's basic. Don't use the child fallback. If you want to stay, stay. If you don't want, if you think you can handle it, read that truly. If you think you can handle it, that's fine. If you can,
that's
go
why I
past
asked that question. That's why I asked that question. Are you, you know,
able to?
Are you able to look past what it is?
Exactly.
If you're able to, then fine. Maybe you try. I mean, there's no harm in trying. If it
People
doesn't
stay.
work, you go.
People stay.
But that's not a reason for you
Exactly.
to stay. That's not a reason.
My dear sister, like I said before, the thing is, when people stay because of the fact that she's pregnant and you think it's going to get better, it's like you're moving the trouble forward, because basically whoever that the guy is seeing now, even if he stops seeing this one, will not stop him from seeing another one. If you know that you are mentally and physically ready to go to the roller coaster, and then who the heck am I to tell you what to
exactly
do?
what I
Make
said.
your mind up. But
see, what one person can take in a relationship, another person cannot take. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
you know, lately I see women online, and they goes, someone posted something today and said, ladies, don't leave your husband because of cheating. That if you go, another woman will come to the house. I don't know why we feel we have the need to say a woman have to suffer for her marriage to work. You see, this is one thing that I can't get my, and the same apply to you, darling. What makes you think that you're gonna put yourself through this emotionally draining a marriage that you haven't even started for another 20? If you put up with it now that you are pregnant, when you have the baby, you're gonna put up because the baby is young. Then you put up because the baby is still in school. You will put up because I want them to enter college. You will put up, and what makes you think that you're gonna drain your life for somebody else's comfort? I cannot understand why women will sit that give another woman advice and only cheating. Just stay because it's only cheating. You get what I mean?
I'll give you the reason why they say
Why, I beg?
It's because it's something that has been instilled over the years with past generations. It's only now that the awareness and people are standing up for themselves. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that people have not stood up for themselves in the past. But if you go back to history and the way families started out, the woman stays at home, the man goes out, hunts, brings food for the family, is the provider. That has been a culture that has been with us for quite some time, and you find that the older mothers tend to always, like, when the young ones say, oh, this, they will kind of like pull you aside, like say, look, life is all about, and they give you this, they try and transfer that thing that happened in their era onto the next person. The good thing is now with the new generation that we have, that transfer is kind of breaking up.
Yeah, but that's
now.
Exactly what is happening.
Yeah, no, but
it hasn't break, because if a woman can sit and tell a fellow woman to say, you know what, yeah, he's only cheating, that's fine, stay. What happened when your daughter walks in and said, Mom, my husband, da 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 da? Are you going to tell your daughter to put up with the same thing that you did?
Okay, good. Now let me answer that question. That person giving that advice, saying, oh, stay, this is because someone advised her too. It's a vicious circle that needs to be broken.
And then
it could be broken. It could be broken with you. Do you get what I'm saying? That person who is giving that advice got that advice from someone, and that has been happening over generation over generation. For that circle to break, it literally breaks with the individual that says, I've had enough. No way. And then when they move, let's say when they now have their own children, they teach their children that actually it is not right to stay. I'm just saying that this has been a generational thing for years to come, and it's still happening.
You see, the thing is, like,
it's still happening
when it comes to relationships. I will not, like I keep saying, I will never be able to tell you what you can take in your relationship. I will never come and tell you leave your husband. Why should I? I will advise you if you think you can handle it, like you said earlier on.
No,
where
I'm coming from is when I'm talking about like family, like, you know, when they from grandmothers to mothers, and it's been going on like that for quite some, and it's still going on. I'm not talking about like friends. Like, friends can give advice, you can pick and choose. It doesn't have the same influence if you're getting the advice from
family,
auntie, grandmother, you know, because those ones, when they come, they will call you. Don't be in a haste. Life is not, you know, and it goes on. It takes the individual to say, actually, mommy, no, mba, it's not. It stops with me. No, I don't know. You handled it, but I can't. And unfortunately, that is still going on in our culture. Not even just our culture.
The thing is,
other cultures as well.
Right. Okay. So
that's the angle I'm coming from.
You leave, or you tell the person to leave. Yeah. They've probably seen somebody that. Is it every other person? Because a lot of people tend to cheat. So is it every other relationship, which is probably what you're thinking. So if I leave this guy now, okay, I have this baby. Will I find another? Okay, and if I find another person, he cheats. So will I leave him? Like I said, it has to come from within you. Yeah. What you know you can take. You are the one that's in relationship. Yeah. The cheating, it is what you can take, because what you can take, I cannot take. Yeah. And what I can take, you cannot take. Yeah. I will never tell somebody, I know. You know, so really and truly, if you know that you can take it, and how you feel, it's up to you. Deep down inside you, you know.
Anyway, my darling sister, maybe we've touched a little bit, I'm not sure yet, but personally I don't think we can tell you how your decision is going to go, but at least you hear from each and every individual.
Yeah, we've given you different options, so
you think fine, but make no mistake that it's going to change. Things don't change. Okay, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.
Okay.
Bye.